A lot of times people don't know about incidences that have occurred until a massive one does. Then the final audit's done, and then they see, oh, we've got an incident that happened here, 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 here. So kind of to Albert's point, if it's only done every 3 years, that's usually when companies start realizing what's happened.
Yeah, most assessment reports are, how should I say it, old by the time they're printed. If you're not watching what's going on inside the network, then you're not seeing the activity. And most assessments are done without users in the network. But every time we have an event, who's in the network? It's one user or another. Could be the IT staff, it could be the accounting staff, could be the admin people, but some people are in the network when an event occurs, but not when it's assessed. That is a big problem that I see.
So, kind of last question, and then we'll wrap it up. So you mentioned finding the right professionals to help a small business. Are there specific industry um, uh, qualifications, certifications, those types of things that might help a founder to really find a good quality individual that can help them to navigate through this? Or is the industry sort of self-policing and you're able to figure out, well, this person or this company just doesn't make a whole lot of sense because they're not as good as, maybe a top tier player?
I'm going to let you take that, Maggie. You're better with people.
I have the unorthodox answer. So Albert, come in with the technical standpoint. I go back to my executive recruiting days. I've interviewed over 13,000 people in my career. What does your gut tell you? That is the best security system you will have built in. And that might sound so generalized. And you're like, well, everybody looks good on paper. Okay, but have you met them face to face? And if not, have you done a Zoom call? And what did your gut tell you? I can say anytime I've gone against my gut, I've regretted it, truly. So always lead with that. I would also say that obviously on the bad actor part, you got to be careful, but on the qualified part, through those interviews that I did, I would say only about 50% of professionals were qualified for the positions they either previously had or were trying to secure. So you're talking a 50%, give or take, of qualifications that match what you need. I always suggest using a recruiter that is vetted and verified through a cybersecurity organization that may have been founded by cybersecurity experts, or like I said, really networking with those professionals prior to hiring somebody like that. Word of mouth really does matter. And if you can trust people in tandem with what Albert's probably going to describe here as far as the technicalities, I think that that is one of your best firewalls that you could have with regards to making that right hire.
So I want to back Mags up. Your intuition should be your number one thing. And if you're not talking to who you think you want to work with, shame on you. When I started building the internet, there weren't any certifications. Okay. I have 7 now. And I'm still getting hounded for people to say, well, you need the next certification. Let me tell you, there's a couple that you probably should have, but you don't need more than that. And they're making up certifications along the way just so that they can have another certification. But the internet and networking and electronics and data and people all operate the same. So use your gut, interview your candidate, find out who are they, ask them a few questions, see how they respond. The good ones will be able to work their way through just about anything.
Mm-hmm. And in addition to that, should you decide to go more of the software route or AI route and hire one of those products, I would do heavy market research and your own research before making that decision. I would also get it verified by 2 or 3 professionals that have a lot of knowledge with that software. We understand businesses sometimes don't have the budget to hire a chief information officer or CTO. So sometimes they think, well, I'm pretty savvy with technology. I'll go ahead and get this software, or I'll go ahead and run this. With all due respect, you don't stand a chance compared to what's out there. So please just be smart when making that decision. And I think that would probably be the best route.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I couldn't have said that better.